Happy Thursday. This is the Renee Report. I'm Renee. If you're new to watching these Renee Reports, the Renee Report, like I said, I'm Renee. Did I already say that? I don't know. It's been a week. I'm Renee. Third time. If you don't know, I'm Renee. And I talk about some entertainment news, usually celebrity couples, because that always piques my interest. I just like talking about them. I don't know. I feel like I know celebrities. And I talk about what I've been watching. It's called the segment What to Watch. So movies or shows that I've heard about or I have watched or I am going to watch, and a little bit of my personal life, just a little bit. I have a companion podcast to this called the Renee Report Unedited that I post on SoundCloud. It's pretty much the same thing. I kind of go into more detail of like my personal thoughts on the podcast. So same idea, a little more in depth, but it's called a companion podcast. I love that idea. So I'm doing that. Eventually, I may just record me doing my podcast, and that'll be on YouTube and linked on Instagram too. So we'll see. And if I do film me doing my podcast, it would be in my bedroom anyway. So I switched locations. I used to record these in my bedroom. I am in my bedroom, in my closet, which is in that corner. But with the logistics of my new light and the microphone, yes, I have a microphone. I love it. It's like a little baby microphone. It just is better in my bedroom. So this is my bedroom. I love Gone with the Wind, one of my favorite movies. I used to watch it all the time when I was little. So I'm just going to get right into the Renee Report. Sad news. Bob Saget passed away on Monday. And it's like, I don't even believe it. I'm one of those people, like, he was such a part of my life growing up. I never even talked about Betty White passing because I was just so sad about it. But it's interesting. Those are the two kinds of people, or two examples of how I see a death. Like if it's someone a lot older, like over a certain age and lived a good life, I'm like, oh good, they died happy and they're onto a better place, and I'm like glad they lived a great life. When it's cut too short, like Bob Saget was only 65, he was still touring, doing comedy shows. It's more like I don't believe it. Like I can't believe he's gone. And if you grew up in the 90s like I did, born in the 70s or 80s, grew up in the 90s, like Betty White was your great aunt or your grandma, and Bob Saget, I was going to say Danny Tanner because that's who he played on Full House. Bob Saget was like your dad or your uncle. And it's like a whirlwind. I cannot get over Bob Saget's death. And if you've looked on social media, like so many celebrity friends of his have just been like, he's the best person ever. He always ended a call or a text with, I love you, which I think is so important. When you love your friends and family, you got to tell them you love them every time you talk to them, because it means you know you're loved, and I love that. So he was a beautiful person inside and out, totally funny. His wife has yet to comment. She actually posted yesterday on her Instagram. She's like, I don't have the words yet. So she's just, everyone who has tagged her in a post, she's just sharing all that, which I think is beautiful. She really wasn't, they had a beautiful relationship and they did a lot of funny things together. So it's really sad. It makes me so, like, I'm not even over it. So it makes you want to do like a marathon of Full House or finish watching Fuller House, which is still streaming on Netflix. I think there's like 5 or 6 seasons. I haven't watched it since the 3rd season, so I think I'm just going to get back into watching it. He wasn't on every episode, but he was every few episodes you would see Danny Tanner, aka Bob Saget. So moving on, some happy news. Celebrity couple news. Of course, I have to talk about a celebrity couple. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are officially engaged. So the engagement, like I saw it on his social media first, and he tagged her, and then I went to her Instagram, and they got engaged, I guess, at this like place where they professed their love to each other like a year and a half ago. So it's really romantic. He took her to the place where they officially became in love with each other. And at the tail end, Megan Fox is like, then we drink each other's blood. Which, do you think they really drink each other's blood? They might. I don't know. I think they're funny weird, because he's actually a really sweet guy. I think she's like she's a very honest person, but I've seen him in a few interviews in the last year, and he's such a kind person, and he adores her so much. So I don't think they drank blood, but maybe they did. I don't know. I think she's joking. So they're engaged. The ring looks beautiful. It's their 2 birthstones together, which I think is so romantic. So there's gonna be a wedding. I don't think she's officially divorced. The divorce isn't finalized between her and Brian Austin Green. So I don't know when they're gonna get married. They may have a huge gothic wedding. That is my prediction. They're gonna have this beautiful gothic kind of wedding, black and reds, or they may go all romantic. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm very excited because I've been talking about them getting engaged a lot on the radio. So congratulations to them. And my last entertainment news is about Lynn Spears and Britney Spears. She actually did an interview about what's going on with their sister, what has been going on. And I feel for Lynn because when you're thrown into like your sister's celebrity status and you're such a young girl, and then at 17 you get pregnant, and it sort of, I think, overshadowed Britney's fame for a second, and then Britney was like, no, I don't think it bothered Britney. I just think in like the paparazzi's eyes, Lynn was popular and then went back to Britney. And I just feel like Lynn is just living her life. I don't think she's to blame for anything going wrong. I know she said she loves her sister. She's said it several times. I think Britney's has said some stuff about her that's a little negative about Lynn. But hopefully in the end they can come together. Their kids are cousins, so we'll see what happens. But I'm glad Lynn spoke on it because it just sounded like she didn't really say that much for the longest time. So check out the interview. You can YouTube it, Google it. I think it was on ABC. I just saw clips of it on my Facebook page. Okay, what to watch? I have finished Emily in Paris, and it's so good. The second season is so good. It got renewed for 2 more seasons, season 3 and 4. It's a good show. If you're bored, and it's one of those shows, if you're bored, watch it, of course. Or not bored, just watch it. It's one of those shows. I noticed I binge shows that, I like, of course. But I really binge long hour-long shows. Like, if a show's more than 45 minutes, I'll watch it the whole weekend. Like, I don't take a break a couple days and watch it. But with Emily in Paris, it took me a week and a half to finish it. And the episodes are so short. And I think that's why I do that. So I can really enjoy the episodes. Not that I don't enjoy the hour long. I'm just so into. And those are usually mystery ones. Like You, every season of You, I binged it in a weekend. So Emily in Paris is so good. I loved it so much. Yellow Jackets, if you haven't watched it, it's on Showtime. You can download the Showtime app. The last episode of the season is airing this Sunday. I'm so excited because now they're getting into all the crazy stuff that they've hinted throughout the season. So now we get to see it. HBO Max, and Just Like That. Good episodes. I think there's 4 more episodes of that one. So, sorry, someone was calling me. How rude. I'm not gonna edit it out, but anyways. So yeah, there's tons of things to watch. What movie? There was a movie. I'm definitely gonna watch this. Oh, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. So that is a new thing I've watched. I actually watched it a week ago. That's on HBO Max. It stars Jessica Chastain. I don't know if you know Tammy Faye. It's this is a 90s themed Renee report. We're talking about Betty White, Bob Saget. Megan Fox came out in the late 90s. Britney Spears was in the 90s. Tammy Faye was really big in the 90s. She was evangelistic. I can't think of how to say the word. Her and her husband were preacher, and they were on TV. They started this whole network, and you know who Tammy Faye is if you grew up in the 90s. I didn't really know what she did and how she did things or anything, but this movie totally emulates this beautiful woman. I think Tammy Faye is amazing. I always liked Tammy Faye. I just didn't know she was like a preacher and all that stuff. But Jessica Chastain does a really good job. Definitely going to be nominated for an Oscar. Probably going to win. Jessica deserves it. She's very much a chameleon actress, like Nicole Kidman, you know, something like that, if you don't know about Jessica Chastain. But yeah, that's what to watch. And I think that's it for the Renee Report. It's a quickie. Yeah. Happy Thursday. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend.